In your ratified contract, you stated that you would place $5,000 as earnest money deposit. What does this mean? Will you ever see this money again? What happens if the deal falls through? Who holds onto this money? These questions on the earnest money deposit will be answered in this episode of Brian Breakdown. This is your Northern Virginia Realtor, Brian Mason. One, what is the earnest money deposit? Simplest way for me to explain it to you is that you met the one that you love, the person you want to be with forever. Right now, you just do not have the time to tie the knot. So what are you going to do about it? Better listen to Beyonce and put a ring on it. Well, the earnest money deposit is like an engagement ring for buying a home. You promise the seller that you want to buy the home, and here's the money to put in a third-party bank account. There's only one way the seller will be keeping that money though, and that is the buyer breaches the contract. Usually though, the earnest money deposit is about 1 to 2% of the sales price. Now, 2, how would I breach the contract? That's a very good question. If you back out of the ratified contract and you, as the buyer, fail to use one of the contingencies agreed upon in the contract, then you will be the breaching party. If you simply decide you are no longer interested in proceeding forward and don't have a legal way out, well, you lost the earnest money deposit and the seller gets to keep it. You might also need to look at a new realtor. Stick with me and you have nothing to worry about. Utilizing your contingency will usually mean that you will be getting your money back, well, at least in Northern Virginia. 3, what happens to the earnest money deposit if the deal goes through? That earnest money deposit that you put down will now be going towards your closing costs or your down payment, however you want to look at it. So you never ever lost it, it just gets reapplied. So you can come to the table with less money at the end. Or if you have closing costs provided by the seller, then you might get it all back. Just depends on the down payment that you have in the contract. That wraps it up about earnest money deposit. If you have any other questions, reach out to me via email, telephone, or go ahead and just write to me on the comments below. Until next time, next video, this is Brian Mason, out.